Hi everyone, this is Wilberfast. Welcome to our second Bugger alpha demonstration. Bugger is of course a little C++ top-down shooter I'm writing using a simple, fast multimedia library, and now TinyXML for soft coding, which means that levels and also resource lists are in human-readable XML and can be examined if you download the alpha when it comes out. First thing I wanted to fix are these visibility boxes you can see here. The trouble with them is that they don't contain the shadows, so the game will not draw any part of the object if the box is outside of view, and so as you can see, when the shadow should be drawn, it's not being drawn. There's a little bit of a jarring drop in and drop out of the shadows. I was expecting people to be complaining about this as soon as the alpha came out, but there weren't any complaints, so I'm not really sure how to feel about that. But it's fixed now. I've done a little bit of clever math to make sure that the box will take into account the size of the sprite, the height of the sprite, the position and the size of the shadow. Shadows are also now drawn procedurally, which means that instead of liking a sprite, which I'll resize, they're drawn mathematically, a little oval, given number of segments, height, width, and color, which as we'll see is quite useful. And now there's no more problem with shadows not being drawn. The second problem I wanted to address was with the projectiles, which seem rather flat. They don't seem to have any sort of depth. They don't really seem to be part of the world. This was in the previous alpha. And also the special effect when they exploded was drawn at the origin of the object rather than at the origin plus the height. So of course I fixed that first up, and I've also given the object a little shadow, or rather a glowing light, to let you know where it is, because the fact that they have a height can be a bit counterintuitive. Now you might remember this video. It's one of the first I did before I discovered GLC and high quality video capturing. This was essentially one of the first videos of the level editor using tiles, and I spent most of the time, this is very sped up, sort of 10-20 times sped up, I spent most of the time making this level just putting tiles in, putting these little decorations in, which was really boring and really tedious, busy work really. So the major thing that I've changed is to create a system which can figure out what image to draw simply using the configuration of pathing. So pathing is, you define this area to be walkable or whatever. This, for example, walls, and here we'll have some bottomless pits or whatever. And essentially the maths is a bit complicated, but it will calculate 4 different hash values based on the configuration of tiles around it, so which tiles are the same type and which are different, and it will draw 4 small images, 1 in each corner. And the trouble with this method, of course, is that because it's drawing 4 images and not one big one, it's impossible to make the cliffs as high as they used to be. In fact, pretty much exactly half as high as they used to be, which is a shame, but it's definitely worth it. Next thing I've added are multiple weapons, each with a different crosshair. Crosshair is a lot smaller too. I know people were complaining that they were too big. First one here is the printf. As you can see, it's a C++ outstream operator, and you've got the little reload bar up there on the left. So this one has unlimited ammunition. The second one, print error, sort of like that, except it's not buffered, so it fires a lot faster. And of course you've got the ammunition going down as you fire. People were complaining that the enemies were too difficult to kill, so I made a few changes. This is of course the backtrace again. The big change here is that you get your ammunition back if you walk into it, and this will now kill enemies in 1 hit, whereas before it took many hits. Also, even your most basic weapon is a lot more powerful than the backtrace used to be. That's all part of the balancing thing. Of course this is very early alpha, so we'll see how it goes. The next thing I've been working on, which is also very much a work in progress, is controls using the keyboard. So I want people to be able to play it on the train, or if they don't own a mouse. So right now you can press M to toggle keyboard control, use Shift to aim in different directions, and use Alt to fix your aiming direction, and then you can move around using the mouse, keyboard, so strafe. Right, so that's all for now. hopefully you enjoyed this demonstration, and we'll see you all next time. Alright, bye for now.